guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, I'm KENADURA, the host of the lead program. If you're new here, welcome, and if you have not been viewing, where have you been? Now what we do on the lead program is we talk about trending issue and we discuss what we need to learn, and we need you to follow and stay tuned. You can follow the lead program on YouTube, and you can also view us on Studio X Media on IG and Facebook. Welcome back to the lead program. As I brought to you earlier, we were discussing on struggle for survival. Many want to boycott their way to success, which is not the right way. I have two people here, Olayinka Adelewo and Oladipopo Miracle. We are discussing a struggle for survival. Tell me your view on it.
Okay, my perspective for struggle for survival is actually multidimensional. Multidimensional in the sense that it has multiple causes. The number one cause is the fact that in Nigeria we promote opulence and having money. We make it something big, and we make it that it must be something that is attainable, which actually should not be the ideal thing. Success should be the ideal thing, and success is not about making money. When you attain success, money has no choice but to come to you. But in Nigeria, the opposite is what of things. We see people struggling and going after money, and funny enough, I used to be one of them until God changed me. So we see people struggling and going after money. We see them, everything. It gets to a point where you sleep money, you think money. When you wake up is money. And before you know it, you have begun to worship money. I'm going to pick from the Bible and say that even the Bible tells us that the love of money, not money. The love of money is the root of all evil. And by the time we begin to run after it, we will fall into many snares. And I'm a personal example of people who are falling into many snares. I know that I've lost over 60,000 naira running after money that I should not be running after. So my own advice to people is that follow success, pursue excellence in whatever you're doing, and money will have no choice but to obey you. It will follow you. People will look for you with money.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you, Ms. Adelo Miriam, for that. Now to you, Mr. Miracle. You're a student of Lagos State University. Can you tell me your view on malpractice as a means for survival?
Wow, malpractice. Well, to me, we sense to see anything that has to be boycott or boycott as a means of success. So actually, people that they do malpractice, their aim is to succeed, maybe to pass, not knowing that even from birth, I think before the fetus will get developed, the sperm and whatever gets, they struggle. So which means we struggle from birth. So for us to succeed or to pass an exam, we have to struggle. So our input in that success has a long way to go than the success we want to attain. So when we put our input, that's when we succeed, not the result we want to get at the end of the exam. So those people that they are doing malpractice, I think they are just after the success. They're not after the input they want to put to it. So that's just it.
Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Miracle and Ms. Miriam, for gracing the invitation to come to the lead program. And I believe that you surely come next time we call you. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Stay tuned as I bring my next person. Welcome back to the lead program. Recently, we were discussing on struggle for survival. What is your perspective? Is what we are asking you. Now we have T.R.O. Esther in the building, and we also have Omolola Ojo. Can you tell me, being a student of LASU and your view of what has been happening on campus, can you bring me back to cohabitation as a means for survival?
Cohabitation as a means for survival.
Yes.
Okay, that's cohabitation means we have the male and the female in living together. The first thing I'll ask is what is your value system? Because everybody has to survive. Everybody has to survive. You have to look for means to survive every day. And then I believe that the concept nowadays we youth are struggling with is the end justifies the means. But the end does not justify the means, because if you look at it, by the time you go into what is the assurance that that success is going to be permanent? What's the assurance that the survival is going to be how will I put it,
Attainable.
yes, it's going to be attainable at the end of the day. There is no guarantee. And I think everything still just boils down to what we are pushing out nowadays. For example, if you look at our celebrities, our musicians, the messages that is circulating, social media, everything is pushing out these messages, as it were. Everything is pushing out this concept. So people don't see it as a big deal. For example, the hostel I live in, a lot of people bring boyfriends, girlfriends. It's like a normal thing. So we have to ask ourselves, even in the family, even in what we are listening to, what we are seeing on social media, everything.
Alright, I would say for us to be able to overcome this kind of situation, we need to know the kind of environment we have. As a male or a female, living together in that kind of situation, you need to understand that kind of person and try to balance the system. Do not allow anything affect the other.
Wow! Having listened to all our guests, from the first 3 speakers to the last person, you've come to understand that you don't need, even if you're struggling to survive, you need to balance your rascality with common sense, like they say. Like my lecturer say rather in Lagos State University, shout out to Dr. Jimmy Kayode. Of course, you can engage in a skill. You can learn how to do it. Or you can learn how to, like myself, I do pom-pom rug, and I make every other thing. You don't need to engage in negative things for you to survive. And if you're trying to survive, people are looking at you, and it's whatever you do now that will speak for you later. So let's be guided. Alright, shout out to the following people: StudioX Media. You can follow them on YouTube, IG, and Facebook. Shout out to Israel in the studio. We also have Gadget Media and Gadgets, Medics, and Repair. I'll put their links under the video so you can get to know what they do. Also, shout out to Classic Retails. Shout out to Tidayo in the studio. He is the assistant studio of this place. And Mr. Clements, our studio manager. Shout out to them all. Thank you very much for partnering with the big program. See you. Bye for now.